Hey guys, it's Have 2 M's and welcome to this exclusive interview. As you guys can see, I have a very special guest here with me. He's someone we've all missed. I'm just really happy that we're here to talk to him about what's up in his life and, of course, his newest single, which is Bad Habits. Everyone, please welcome Ed Sheeran.
How you doing?
Hi, Ed. I'm so excited to have you. It's been a minute since, a lot of things have happened to you in the past few years. So how have you been?
Yeah, good.
Mhm,
I'm just so excited to be back and talking to people.
mhm.
It's nice.
I know the power of the internet, even though there's a lot of things happening in the world, we get to
Yeah.
hang out even virtually. But what's been happening with you, especially musically? I'm sure a lot of people have been curious about that. We know that you love to evolve and grow and change as an artist. So how have you changed musically in the past few years?
Um, I've just tried out new things. I think
Mhm,
I kind of have certain boxes I need to tick for the album and what
mhm,
I feel like my fan base expect from me.
mhm,
And then past then, I just try out different sounds, which is how I kind of got to Bad Habits. It was just me being experimental, I guess.
mhm,
But yeah, it's been a fun process. It's been a long process. I've got
mhm,
more music than I know what to do with. So
mhm.
there'll be more songs coming out soon.
Yeah, I feel like that's a great problem to have, though. It's just a lot of music that you've been working on, and a lot of people are so excited, especially for Bad Habits. I mean, you've been dropping a lot of previews here and there. So, could you tell us a little bit more about this song and what it's actually about?
Um, the song is about the kind of first domino falling in your night. You have a like pure intention night. You go, I'm gonna have one beer, maybe a
Mhm.
salad, get home at 10. And as soon as you have the first beer, you're like,
Salad.
exactly. And then your beer turns into four, and then you get a junk food, and then you start smoking, and then you're on the
Mhm.
wine and you tequila shots. And it's just bad habits lead to more bad habits.
Mhm. Oh, I love that. I love that you said salad, but we really know it's cheeseburger. You know what I mean? Like,
Always, always. But
yeah,
you need to at least think that you're gonna have
yeah.
salads.
That's true. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. Just think of a salad, but maybe cheeseburger later on. But what actually pushed you to kind of create the song and really write about this kind of thing?
Well, I've cut a lot of bad habits out of my life since becoming a father. So it was more a kind of reflection of my 20s and what
Mhm.
what my nights were.
Mhm. I love that. I feel like it's the perfect way to express the 20s. A lot of people have been experiencing that too. But you mentioned you cut out a lot of bad habits in your life recently. So, relating to the song, what is one bad habit that you were so happy to actually get over?
Smoking.
Hmm.
Smoking, yeah, that I mean, I
Hmm.
used to smoke so much, and
Hmm.
I cut that out in like 2017, and like
Hmm.
every now and then I'll have like one, but
Hmm.
I'm glad to not really smoke anymore.
Well, we love to see, always evolving, like you said, that's something that you love to do and always growing to. But you also mentioned, like, about in a post about bad habits that you love to push yourself musically. And you mentioned it a while ago, too. So, what were the things that you did for bad habits that you were really excited to try out for this song?
Well, I've never made a like four to the floor dance song with big bass, and
Oh,
I listen to a lot of that music anyway. So being
hmm.
able to create something that I can play in my car that is, I've done a lot of acoustic ballads, but I haven't done a
Hmm.
lot of like thumping tunes. So it's
Banger.
nice. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to have a thumper.
I love it. A thumper. I think that's what we're gonna call bad habits now. That's how we're gonna describe it. But I'm so excited personally too for everything because you've been dropping, like I said, a lot of previews, especially for the video too. And a lot of people are so curious about Vampire Ed, especially with those fangs and all. So can you tell us more about like the kind of visual that you wanted for bad habits?
Well, I feel like Bad Habits, the whole concept of the song is that they come out when the sun goes down and then they stop
Mhm.
when the sun comes up. So
Yeah.
that's why I thought that a vampire theme would work, because vampires come out at night, they cause havoc, and then they
Yeah.
go they go in it when the sun comes up. So at the end of the video, the sun comes up and I turn from a vampire into a normal person.
Oh my God. I love that. I never really realized that until you just told me. So now I'm like, oh, it makes total sense. And people were saying, who is Edward Cullen? We only know Edward Sheeran now. Like who even? So how was that kind of like being a vampire, turning into a vampire with those fangs too for the
Yeah,
music
yeah, they
video?
were. So I actually went to a dentist and they fitted them
No
properly.
way.
Yeah, yeah, they were like properly in. I've got them. I'm gonna wear them at Halloween. They're so cool.
Oh
But
my God.
yeah, no, it was good. I mean, you kind of feel in the character when you're dressed up like that and you have the eye
Hmm.
makeup and the suit and everything. And I had like fake nails and stuff. So
Hmm.
yeah, it helped me feel vampire-ish.
Vampire-ish. I love that. But you really look like, modern day funky kind of vampire too. So we're so excited for the music video and obviously so excited that you're putting music out. So how does it feel for you, Ed, to finally get this music out and to have something to release that all of your fans are, really looking forward to?
It feels like just a long time coming. I'm like,
Hmm.
I just want it out now. I just
Hmm.
want it out and to
Hmm.
get rolling with the campaign and
Hmm.
hopefully do a tour. Yeah, I'm just
Hmm.
it's been so long since I've done any of this. Like I haven't done.
Hmm.
I think my last interview with the anyone in the Philippines was probably 2017. So like it's been a
Hmm.
long time, you know.
Yeah, and we're so excited. Obviously, can't wait for the time that you do come back here. But I'm also really curious with Bad Habits. You said you've been working a lot of music. What made you say that Bad Habits had to be the song that you put out first out of everything that you've been working on?
I think it's the most different, and that's
Oh.
why I think when I made Divide, the whole album was sort of like similar vein to everything that I
Mhm,
made, but then Shape of You was so different. And when I
mhm,
made Multiply, the whole album was kind of similar vein, but then
mhm,
Sing was so different. You know, it's good to start with a song that people get talking and they go, "Oh my God, have
mhm.
you heard this new song? It doesn't sound like Ed at all. This is new. Is he gonna do?" You know, I think that's
Yeah, yeah.
it's good to get conversation started.
Yeah, and I'm so excited for all of the conversation, everything that people are going to be saying, especially when they hear Bad Habits. But obviously, we miss you in the Philippines. What do you remember most about the last time you actually visited the Philippines?
Um, I remember the show being wonderful.
Mhm.
The thing that I remember the most is the first time in the Philippines, and
Oh,
I've never experienced that much love ever.
oh,
It's still, I think
mhm,
the fans in Philippines, and it's not just for me. I speak to Sean Mendes thinks the same thing.
mhm,
Like I
mhm,
remember the One Direction boys thought the same thing. It's like there's no place in the world where you land on a plane and you feel as
mhm,
loved. You know,
mhm.
you go into Manila, and mate, everywhere I was going, it was just like pandemonium, and I've never ever had that anywhere else in the
Mhm.
world. And yeah, it was the first time I felt like
A rock star.
yeah, it was the first time I actually felt like that. And yeah, I mean, Manila as a city is
Mhm,
wonderful, but
mhm.
Filipino fans are just, yeah, I love them. I love them. I think they're without a shadow of a doubt the best fans in the world.
Oh my God. On behalf of everyone, we thank you. And we're literally crying inside now that you just said that. But we can't wait to have you back. Obviously, we guarantee that it will be just the same when you come back, even though it's been maybe even crazier because it's been quite some time since then. So I'm letting you know to just prepare for that. But do you have a message to all the Filipino fans who miss you and who are so excited that you have music coming out very soon?
Um, I hope you've been safe and I hope you've been happy and keeping well. I hope you enjoyed the music and I cannot wait to be back. I love you guys so much and please keep safe.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ed, for hanging out with me today. We can't wait to have you back in the
I can't
Philippines.
wait to
Thank
be
you.
back. Thank you so much.